Okay, so welcome to Onyx Revisitz. Today I decided I wanted to load up a demo to a game that I'm addicted to now. As people may know, I am very addicted to Resident Evil 7. I always learn something new from this game. I always end up being more proud of myself as I continue certain challenges in this game. So I kept thinking to myself, what is something that my subscribers and my friends would not see me do, but still be around the same subject that I'm addicted to? Well, I kept thinking, nobody streams the demo anymore. So I want to do a comparison stream. And everybody watching at home when this is published, go into the comments down below when you've watched this and let me know what you think has changed and what things have been improved from the demo and what stuff you wish the demo had in the full game. So, yeah, let's just get right on into it. I want to see what stuff has changed from the demo to the full game that we had gotten. So, this is still the same. Resident Evil 7, beginning hour, start game, options, and to purchase the game. I want to see the options real quick. So the options are still very similar, except for smooth crouching. That's interesting, because we just had gotten like a regular crouch thing with R3. Wireless controller vibration, aim assistance. That's interesting, an aim assistance. I don't think that the full game had what was called an aim assist. I don't think we had gotten that. Walking speed. That's interesting that looks like it can be changed. That's really weird. We never got a walking speed thing in the full game. That's very interesting. Camera inversion. Huh. Very interesting. Huh. Camera rotation smooth. Looks like you can change it, but you can't. Camera speed's at 4. Camera acceleration. Oh wow. Okay. That's very weird. Smooth crouching, which that's interesting. Inverting the buttons. That's kind of weird. Display. Camera wobbles. You can actually turn the camera wobbles on and off in the demo. That's really weird. Blood on screen. Normal. Less. Wow, that is really cool. Tutorial messages. Phone icon. Let's turn the phone icon on. Let's do that. HUD. That's interesting. Reticle. Only display when aiming. Always display. Wow, okay. Reticle color white, red, blue, green, white. Oh, that is so weird. How come we didn't get a reticle color change in the full game? That would have been actually pretty interesting. Max brightness in the HDR, brightness levels, VR mode. That's right, you could do VR in the actual demo itself. By the way, the drink that I am rocking right now is a Sunkissed strawberry. I felt like having something strawberry flavored for this stream, so I was like, why not, right? It's actually really good. Yeah, we got a VR mode tutorial, VR mode FOV filter, VR mode orientation guide. That's interesting. Okay, voice volume is at 10. It can go from 0 to 10. Background volume, that's interesting. Sound effect volume, interesting. System volume, okay. Dynamic range, large, speaker type, surround sound, virtual sound, jeez. Different language, and then there's default. Okay, so that's really very interesting. Let's go ahead and start the demo. I want to see what's changed. Okay. Kitchen. Okay. I remember this. Where does this take place? This takes place in a room that you never find. This is weird. This is actually not a room that's in the game. This is very interesting. There's Pete. Knocked down the camera. Yeah, you can't move anything. Wow.
Your hand. Ow! Keep still.
I wonder if any of this from the demo is actually canon, though. Except for the Ghost Girl stuff, you know. But that's interesting. Gotta love it when you analyze stuff, right, guys? Gotta love it. Still quite odd, though. And there's the little save feature thing. That's where it basically told us that that icon in the bottom right is saving. Beginning hour. Wow. Alright. So let's see what stuff has changed. We'll do this regularly. So, first things first, that's still there, but we're not going to pull that yet. Let's just take our time and look around. Piano is still the same. We still got that in the full game, which that's odd. That's interesting. We didn't really get that except for like certain parts in the game from the full. Also, what's weird is that in the demo here, we got this, and we got this chair here. Well, I shall dash them against the stones. That's still interesting that that never was in the full game. But if people remember from the full game, we had a third chair put here. So it's quite odd. This was not here in the full game. Table was actually pretty clean. Okay. Open the door. You can still push the door. That door is molded now. Wow. There's the hanging dolls in the demo here. That's very interesting, really. Mirror's still basically the same. I can say that the wallpaper in the demo here is a little bit more ripped than in the other. The infamous dummy finger. Wow. That's so freaking weird. Who would ever thought that this dummy finger went to the fucking happy birthday thing that happened with Clancy? You can also do it with Ethan as well, but you mostly do it with Clancy. Jeez. The hell? Ha! Simply gone. Okay, that's funny, because that's one of the companies that you see in the loading titles title screens before you get to the "Don't Tell Aunt Rhody" intro for Resident Evil 7. That's one of the companies. Wow. That's so weird. Fridge basically kind of stayed the same except for the meat bags. The meat bags I don't think were in the full game in the refrigerator here. Crow's still here. Gotta love the crow. That's still locked, but we will play with that later. There's no photo in here. There was one in the full game. That's still locked. Now what's funny though is that in the full game, if you were to go to this right here, even if you didn't have anything in your inventory, your menu would automatically pop up like that. But as you can see, it keeps saying that it's chained shut. It's just chained shut. It's not going to do anything. Which that's really interesting. Plus, this entranceway here is different because of all of this dead meat that's here. Plus, I think it's interesting that the door is like that right now. Now some baby dolls are going to crash on. There we go. That actually was the little scare thing with the babies here. Was actually used in the full game. It happens in a part when you're in the old house with Marguerite. Well, it's after you beat Marguerite. It actually happens when you get the crow key and you have to go and get the D series arm. Okay, this pot is still the same. Those roaches still come out of the pot. That's still the same. Yeah. We still got the drippy faucet in the full game, so that doesn't surprise me either. Yeah. See, what's funny is that oven could be the one that's in the kitchen part. Only problem is that it looks completely different. It's very odd. Very odd indeed. Let's go upstairs. Yeah, those mannequins are there. They're not in the full game, at least in this area here. They're going to turn around though soon. Okay. It's interesting. Yep, see, they turned around. Y'all really do not scare me anymore. Y'all don't scare me anymore. Oh! Well, that kind of startled me there. I didn't expect that mannequin to appear there again. It's very random. Can you go down the stairs? What will happen if I put you down the stairs here? Your physics gonna act up like regular? Apparently so. Alright. Okay. So we got the bolt cutters. So let's go ahead and use them. Let's use those bolt cutters and we'll check out the videotape. Because in the full game, when you open this part here, you actually have the fuse in here. In the demo here, you have the videotape. And we're gonna go watch that. At least we still have the physics with the cans. At least we got that still. Alright. We'll go in there in a little bit. Doing one thing at a time. Alright. Let's check this out. Derelict footage. Clancy. Jeez. How important you really are in the freaking story, Clancy. I'll tell you what. That's still kind of the same.
Give me a break, Pete. Hey, I only work with professionals.
Maybe we'll get lucky and see a ghost girl.
Sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR.
The funny thing is I still remember what to do
Not
in
feeling
this fucking tape. It's
Don't be
funny.
surprised if we have to make a change.
Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and actually see a ghost
Walk
girl.
through the
That'll be cool.
inside first, then
I used to get
the
lucky in the past.
like we always do.
Plus, actually, interesting fact is that the Resident Evil 7 demo was actually my first live stream I ever did.
Another worthless fucking shithole.
This is why I wanted to revisit this again one day. This is a simple fact that, you know, this was my first live stream I ever did on a PlayStation 4. Now keep in mind, I say live stream, not like regular uploads or anything.
Are we rolling? Now let's go.
So weird. Jeez.
Get out of the way.
So weird.
It's loud.
See, in the videotape, right where that tree is right there in the way back, that's where the lockpick would be.
So, why are we in hell this time? Do you ever prep? What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky sounds? Ooh, is it haunted? Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
Nothing.
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family.
Sometimes a ghost
fireplaces,
girl will actually appear back there.
Usual.
Very
How long did you
interesting.
say this place has been abandoned?
3 years.
Oh, Door shut on its own.
Let's make a great cutaway.
Very interesting.
So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack
Wow.
and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad.
Alright, let's get the lockpick right here.
Bad seed, apparently.
Alright. Excuse me, Pete. Excuse me, Pete.
Oh, I should have worn my good shoes.
Alright, that pot's basically the same.
Glad I had my shots.
Very interesting indeed.
Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think, Andre? Yeah, this part's really still the same.
Andre! Andre!
Nothing yet.
Clancy, you see where Andre went?
Nothing yet.
Where is he? Unfucking believable. This is the last time I work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
Very interesting.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that?
I can definitely tell that there's a different type of feeling in the atmosphere and the footage now than in the actual demo itself. I mean, oh wait, I got my words mixed up again. Actually, wait, there actually is something upstairs I want to look at. In the demo here, yeah, the headphones are still here. Those mysterious headphones. Wow. See, it's interesting. It's like what I was trying to say is the feeling from the demo's version of the videotape has a different atmospheric feel. I'm not sure how to describe it, but I think that they added extra audio to the demo here than the full game. Alright, let's crawl through there. The crouch is a little smoother here in the demo than in the full game. Quite interesting indeed. Yeah, Pete still does the same thing. Alright, let's go on down. Yeah. Pete still says the same thing, actually. But yeah, the videotape just has a different atmospheric feel in the demo versus the full game. Very interesting. All of this is still the same. And it's I feel really bad that you still can't go down that hallway, especially in the videotape and in the real world in terms of the demo. But it's not that bad. The tape does what it's supposed to. It's really cool. See, that's the same. And then the piece of paper is going to appear in front of us after we leave. Also, what I find weird is that the loading times in the demo are much shorter than in the full game. I shall dash you against the stones. Very interesting. Yeah. Alright, so because of that, the tape tells us that we need to pull this. Jeez, it just seems like such a... Yeah, see, that's a little smoother. Very interesting. And see, the fuse would usually be right there, but it won't be. We'll be getting that in our next run on here. Jack's going to appear, right? No, yeah, there he is. Hey, Jack. We'll be going in there later. I want to do something. Jeez, that sound. I've missed that sound. That sound doesn't appear in the full game. Now that sound does, but we're going to go ahead and finish this run of the demo here. Nice try. Nice try. You can get me once, but you can't get me another time. We'll be doing a second run of the demo here. Alright, let's go.
Welcome to the family, son.
At least that made it into the game. Yeah. Very interesting, actually.
Still. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Oh, it's Mia. Wow. Mia, you still look the same. You even got the shoes. Yeah. It's Mia. Yeah. Hey, Mia. At least she made it into the final part of the game, right? At least she made it. She made it. Yeah. 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 Bad ending. Alright guys, I need to blue screen you for just a second. Just give me just a second here. Just need to blue screen you just for a quick second. Something I need to do. If it'll let me do it real quick. There we go. Alright, coming back now. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm back. But let's see. Ambassador program. We're going to do another run of this. Let's go ahead and start it. Alright, I skipped the kitchen part there so we could get right to it. Time to move, Clancy. Alright. So, that was the first part of the demo, which I think that's really interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. So now we're going to pull the cord for the second run. And we're going to get the foos. The foos. See, there's the foos. Alright. Now, this time, yeah, I know you gotta check inventory. We are going to go and check upstairs. Which, that's cool. Very interesting. Now, if I wanted to, I could go back into the tape and get our axe, but we don't really need the axe right now. Not really. Let's go check it out up here. I remember when I first played the demo. This wall was still closed. Like there was nothing here the first time I played the demo. And in the full game, you can actually go through this door. But it's not really needed to go through the door in the demo, and I now understand why. It's very interesting, really. And see, if you were to break these boxes, you know, you would have some ammo in there. Which, that's cool. That's pretty cool, actually. And if you were to try and go up here, you would have to have the key to the actual window to the attic. But you don't have that. Object made out of celluloid. 5 guests murdered, but where is unknown. Nothing to point to their final gravestones. And the thing is, I believe I remember still how to do that. And you can't open that door because you need to, you know, do the murder stuff. So that's interesting. Very interesting indeed. There's the phone. There's the umbrella helicopter. So that's kind of cool. Makes me wonder what certain things they were originally were going to plan for this game, but we never got it. It's just interesting. Alright, so we got the dummy finger. Let us combine the dummy finger with the object of celluloid, and we got what we needed. So Now we get to go through this door. So weird how that's all molded. That was to show that there was going to be a whole lot of mold in this game. Blood. So much blood. Nice. Oh, the angels. That's kind of cool. Ha! We finally find out what that is actually supposed to be. That's actually supposed to be a rat. So weird. So fucking weird. No water in the tank, which means you need to get the valve handle that's downstairs, so that's kind of cool. The blank notebook. Okay, here's where I was kind of wondering about this. Was when I first played this part of the demo here, I always kept wondering, and for one, that is a interesting door. Yeah. We do need to go back upstairs, but there is some stuff I want to try and do. I'm not going to do the whole little murder case thing, but I do want to trigger at least a few of them. And I am also going to trigger myself getting infected too, because I want to see that again. That's so fucking weird. So fucking weird. Jesus. Jesus. Alright. So we need to get the key here. And usually when we would get that, the phone would ring. Nothing happens yet. So weird. So weird. And that triggered that. So let's check our notebook. Oh, wrong button. Examine our notebook. Grace will not wake when the clock makes its chime. Her covers are heavy, and it's her last bedtime. I actually do miss these. I actually really do miss these. So for this one, I believe it's downstairs. So yep. One way to die. So weird that I still remember. That is just so weird. And I think how to trigger the next one is to point it at the bag lady. I think so. Hold on. I think it's the bag lady. Yep. I think so. No. It's just a dimming of the lights. Well, I know I got it, which means that there's going to be a stain on the door, which that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, see, there's one stain on the door there. That's just so weird. Hold on. So weird. Plus, also right over here is where you learn that one of the victims actually hung themselves over here. So weird, actually. Yeah. It's like you see all this cord right here. It's just so weird, man. It's just so weird. Yeah. It's just so weird. Wow. And it's really funny that you were able to point to stuff with this finger and do stuff. This also showed us that there was going to be at least more than one ending to literally this whole game that was going to be coming out. Yeah. Most odd. Most odd, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's go back. Man, I remember when that sound used to mess with me. Jesus. See, what's funny is this is a door that's a door type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Graphic design that was used for, like, Mia's cell, except it doesn't need a key. It needed a chain to be broke. And also over here is a lockpick, which is interesting. The molded. Wow. And there's the valve handle. Also, I kind of noticed something else. Is that the body bags here in the demo move a whole lot more than the body bags that we had gotten in the full game. Very interesting. There's Pete's body right over there. I'm pointing at it with my finger. Yeah, on that gurney, that's supposed to be Pete's body. So weird. So fucking weird. Yeah. You know what? Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. See, the guard button's still the same, so that's cool. See if we can get out of here before the moldy gets us. Nope. Ha! Molded still can't open doors. That's so funny. Random fact, actually. Did you know that Sniper Cat 6 actually told me to spam that X button on the door so I wouldn't get infected? It's actually pretty freaking cool if you ask me. It is. It's very cool. And then here is how you would get the gun to use on the molded. But first you gotta flush the toilet and you get a gun, which that is really cool. The M19 handgun is actually in the full game too. You just end up getting it later. Yeah. Not many bullets, but it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. And sometimes in the demo, sometimes the molded guy will come back. Sometimes he wouldn't. Let's hope he doesn't. Nope, he comes back. Excuse me, sir. Wow, I've learned so much from this game. But I wonder if that actually counts as you getting infected still. We'll find out when we go through the door. Let's find out. Yeah. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So weird. Ah, wow. The animation is so weird. That's so weird. Huh. I'm kind of glad that they didn't put this in the final game, though. Like, you know, just the fact of if you got molded, if you got infected, it would actually kill you slowly. I'm very glad that they didn't put that in the game. Wow. And that's how you get the infected ending. Has you turn it into a molded. And there's Jack.
Boy, you are nothing. Just a man without a family.
And there's where he grabs you. So weird. That's the infected ending. That's so weird though. It's so weird. Also, forgive any noise you hear in the background, guys. I'm sorry. That's just so weird. Yeah. Very weird. We'll do it one more time. We'll skip the kitchen thing. We'll do it one more time. At least we know that the molded are still pretty fucking fast. Yeah, they're still actually the same speed as before. So weird, actually. I still feel so weird looking at this demo the way that I am. It's just so weird. Plus, also, what's also weird is that there's no ladder here, but in the full game we get a ladder to go down. So weird. And that's coming from upstairs. So weird. Most odd. And see, that noise was introduced when they did, I think, the third update of the demo. Because that, you know, lets you know that this wall that's here is gone. Which, kind of cool, you know. Very, very cool. Yeah. Very odd. We'll also go and get the lockpick that's downstairs. So we don't have to go back and use the tape to unlock it. We'll just go get the lockpick, break some boxes. And we'll see if the molded is actually still the same as it was in the full game than we had gotten in the demo. Because some people will actually say that the demo molded was stronger. And I want to see if that really is true or not. I just want to see it for myself. And we're going to be hearing the molded again. Which actually the first time I heard it make that noise still gives me a small itty bitty shiver down my spine. Still does. It still does. Not a scared type of shiver, but I don't know. Just a shiver of, you know, oh my god. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's how a good way to put it. I'm not sure. But we will go and use this lockpick, get ourselves the axe. Which I think that's interesting that they put the 2 lockpicks in there. So, yeah. Unlock that. I guess the reason why they put the 2 lockpicks here is so you would know that there would be more lockpicks in the game. But then again, it also kind of showed that even when you did stuff in the tapes, the items would still be there in that possible original position. So that's interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Trash cans can usually be opened, but it's okay. And this you can actually break the boxes, so that's cool. That automatically activates the book that we had gotten, so it's kind of cool. Kinda cool indeed. Kinda cool. Alright, so now we just need to go and get the gun. And we'll have more ammo to put into our gun. Yep. Very cool. Very cool. I want to do this again. Just because. Okay, I have to back up a little bit more. Okay. Wait a minute. There we go. See, I remember that riddle because it was the first one I ever cracked on my own. Very odd, actually. I'm gonna check some. Actually, wait. I think you have to open this. I know one of the things that triggers another one is pointing it at the pot. So I always thought that was interesting. It's like, you know, you can just trigger certain things to do something in a book. It's quite odd, if you ask me. Quite odd indeed. But, you know, not really complaining though about it. It's very just odd just to look back at the demo and then look at what we had gotten in the full game. It's quite prodigious, actually. Yeah. So we're going to do what we did before. Now we're going to try and get the door open before Mr. Molded tries to kill us. It's fine. There's Jack. Nice try, Mr. Molded. Oh, man. Jeez. That's so hilarious to me. Huh, there's these pictures here. Huh. That's very interesting. Just some of these pictures. Most odd. Most odd. Plus, what's cool is, like, where this happens is, like, around the literally at the beginning of the game. So cool. Odd, but cool. Yeah, this isn't going to be a long stream, though. I just felt like revisiting the demo. Oh, wow. It's most definitely not going to be enough bullets for the molded. But, doesn't mean we're not going to try. I just want to see if the molded really is stronger in the demo than it is in the actual game. Body of dead old Pete. Jeez. Let's try some. Excuse me. Ha! Guarding still works though. That's so weird. Huh. Let's put in one more shot, why not? Where are you? There's that creepy doll. And there's Mia. The Mia doll. Jeez. So weird looking at this now. That still has the same function as before. I'll try some. Still interesting how some of the items still kind of move on their own. It's very odd. But maybe the reason why the gun still doesn't do as much damage to the molded as we anticipate is because maybe they didn't put the different strengths in the handguns that we get in the full game just yet. See, there we go. We get that little molded situation there, which that's just fine with me. That's just fine. Still so fucking weird. Jeez. Wow. Before we go upstairs, I'll do one last thing with the hands, stuff I want to do. Here's looking at you, kid. I don't know. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm stupid. So weird. So weird. I know this is one of the answers to the little riddle thing for the book. Still weird how it still does things on its own. Yeah. Most odd, I must say. Most odd. And then the infection's gonna grow. Interesting. Yeah. So interesting. I'll take one snapshot for the road. Why not? Alright. Let's end this. Wow.
Boy, you are nothing. Just a man without a thing.
So weird. So, my final verdict. What things did we learn from the demo that helped us get ready for the full game? What things did we get in the demo that weren't in the full game? Well, for one, I'll leave that to some of the people that rewatch this and leave a comment down below, you know? Like to see what other people's thoughts are on this. You know, this title of this stream. What I think, though, is that what the demo prepared us for was that once we enter the house, it's really up to us and our own survival instincts to get through Resident Evil 7. To get through not only the house that we start off in the demo, but even the old house and just the different other locations in the game. It's there to get us ready. And actually I will say that the demo prepared us as much as it could without spoiling it. I think it did a really good job. The situation where if you get hit by the molded and you get, infected and stuff, I'm glad that they didn't put that function in the game, because that would have made it a whole lot more worse in terms of difficulty than possible. I'd love it if they put that function maybe in the Madhouse difficulty. That would have been pretty cool. Like if you try to guard and you get infected, makes sense to me. It just makes sense to me. The whole thing's with the phone calls. We didn't get the phone calls in this version of the demo, but we got the phone calls in the earlier versions of this demo. And I believe that they were trying to not only tell us that we were going to get phone calls in the game from somebody, but they were also trying to deal with what type of voice acting was going to be in it. The Ghost Girl sightings and the demo's videotape versus what we had gotten in the full game. I'm not sure why they did the thing with the Ghost Girl. I'm still not entirely sure why they did that. I think maybe it was just to keep us on our toes, maybe, for like getting ready for the unknowing. Like if something was just gonna fucking appear, we need to be ready that something's gonna happen. Maybe that's why that happened. The situation with when you put the fuse in the fuse box, or you get the key from the crawl space area, and you see Jack walking past the door. That was to introduce us to the function with Mia, and even some functions with Jack, is that they're going to walk past the doorway, and when you think they're going to be there when you leave that doorway, they're not going to be there. They're going to disappear. Jack did it once in the beginning of the game, the full game, and Mia actually did it as well. So, there's that. The situations with the Sewer Gators team, Pete, Clancy, and Andre. I think it's interesting that in the demo they tell us what happened to Pete, but the only thing we know of what happened to Pete in the full game is a list that says that he died. I think it's interesting that they left the verdict for Clancy a mystery in the demo as well. The fact that Andre appears in the water when you leave the first part of the guest house. That's an interesting little follow-up on that. I think it's hilarious when I look back at it and I see what Capcom was trying to do with the dummy finger situation. It's like when you look back at the full game now, the dummy finger was used on a mechanical animatronic that needs a crank thingy. I'm just going to call it a crank thingy. And a ballpoint pen. And put loser literally on Clancy's arm. And if you're not good at Resident Evil 7, just to some people that may have done it their first time, which I did my first time. I'll admit that when I first played Resident Evil 7, I did suck. So I'm admitting this to myself. Even Ethan got the loser on him too. If you didn't do the birthday tape the right way. I think it's hilarious that when we look back at the dummy finger in the demo versus what the dummy finger is originally used for in the actual full game, I feel so dumb now. I feel so dumb now that I didn't think about that before. The blank notebook. And solving 5 murders that happened in the house. Versus not getting the blank notebook in the full game and just getting maps. I don't know. I think that would have been a pretty cool idea. It would have been a way, not really as a save feature per se, but I think it would have been pretty cool if they did have the blank notebook in the full game. I think that would have been cool. It's just so weird playing this demo again and then looking back at what we had got for the full game. It still blows my mind. And see, I didn't do this live stream just for views, for likes, or anything like that. This was me revisiting not only a gaming, title that I was going to end up getting addicted to in the future, but this was also my first live stream I ever did. My first live stream was the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard demo. And I look back at that, and then I look at how many times I've live streamed Resident Evil 7 from OTGM live streams to Onyx Plays Live to beating it on normal first, then beating it on easy, and then whooping its ass on Madhouse. I remember that. Jeez. Getting a little bit emotional thinking about it too. Because who would ever thought that the first game that I would ever live stream would be a game that I would end up getting addicted to in the future when it came out. And then I look at this right here on our screen. It's not counting the infected ending thing, but the terror continues in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. January 24th, 2017. Purchase now. Wow. I look back at this demo, and I look back at the live streams I do of this actual game now. And I think to myself, you know what? I'm very proud of myself. I'm proud of how far I've gone. Because, I'm going to say it again, this isn't just a regular live stream to me. I'm not doing this live stream for likes or dislikes or, just, this was a live stream I had to do again sooner or later. Because, like I said, this was the first live stream I ever did on my channel. Was the Resident Evil 7 teaser demo. First ever live stream. And who would have ever thought that out of all the games that I live stream after this demo, from Wolfenstein the Old Blood to my one live stream of Resident Evil 4 to Fallout 4, Bloodborne, Doom, Wolfenstein the New Order, and even the new games I got, like Godzilla, Duke Nukem 3D. I look back at me live streaming those games, and then I think about where it all started. And where it all started is what you see right here. It started with this one demo. And I knew when I beat the demo and got all of its endings, I just knew I was going to be addicted to this game when it came out. This game was going to give me something not just to be scared of, but something to think about. From the Ghost Girl sightings I got on some occasions, to the videotape, the derelict house footage, to Jack walking past that doorway when you get the key to the, back door or front door or whatever door it is, to when Jack punches you in the face at the end of every single part of this demo that ends the demo, to even when you did the infected ending here and you're starting to turn into a molded, and he just tells you that you are a man without a family, and then he just grabs you. And even the environments, the sounds, I look back at this demo and I see how important it really is. Not just for YouTube and my channel, but how important it is to me. The last time I ever got addicted to a game like this, guys, in terms of Resident Evil, was Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. When those games first came out, I was always making notes about what I learned. I recorded everything I did on VHS tapes, man. And every time I did that, I always got better, and I got better, and I got better. And then I learned more about the lore and storyline of Resident Evil. And I kept learning and learning and learning. Then I learned more about the RNG of zombies and hunters and lickers, to tyrants, to even the limited RNG that you could do in the game. I was so addicted to those two games when they came out. I still kind of am in my own way. But then I play Resident Evil 7. And I think to myself, the monster that was in me, in my soul, when I was addicted to Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, has come back. And I will play other games for my channel. You know this. I'll do regular uploads, and I will also live stream different games, as I have been doing. But one game that will never stop being on my channel will be Resident Evil 7. When I'm addicted to something, I continue on with it. Not really until I get better or until I get to what's closest to the title of perfection. I play it because I love it. And it's not about the likes or the dislikes or the views when it comes to this game. It shouldn't even be about the likes, dislikes, and views for videos, period. It should be about not only doing something you love, but doing something you love and sharing it with your friends, your subscribers. You can be like some people and say subscribers are your fans, but that's not me. I love my subscribers, and I'm starting to get back to loving myself. This game awoke a monster in my soul that I had once when Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 came out when I was a kid. And by God, I will continue this game. Not the demo here, don't worry. But I will continue the full game until I can't do it anymore. And that, I don't know when that's going to be, because I'm really addicted to this game. But I want to tell everyone, thank you. Just thank you for being here with me, for watching my live streams. I don't just live stream for myself. I live stream for every single one of you. And I love you all. I'll always love all of you. No matter if you're my friends or if you're my enemies, I will still love you. You know, I care about my friends and I care about my enemies. I always will. Because when it just comes down to it, we're all human. We all have our likes and our dislikes. And that's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. This game is just that important to me. And I hope and pray that people that run into this live stream rewatch it from the beginning to listen to what I've said, to learn what I've learned, to feel what I've felt. Because maybe, just maybe, you might understand the method to my madness. That is Resident Evil. And how important it really is. Because like I said, this was my first live stream. That's why. That's one hidden reason why this game's important to me. Because this was where it started. This is where it all started, guys. Wow. But everyone, thank you so much for being here. I know nobody was in the chat. It's okay. I'm hoping that people will watch this later. Maybe leave a nice comment down below. Maybe you'll rewatch the whole thing and enjoy my commentary with it. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. But I want to tell everyone thank you so much for watching. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a subscriber or a member of my family or a good friend or a best friend or someone I don't even know. I will still love you. Because we're only human. That's it. That's all. But thank you so much for being here, everyone. If you watched and everything, but just decided to lurk, you know, maybe just leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts were, not only on the demo, but your thoughts on the title that has 2 questions in it. And if you decide to watch the stream, let me know your thoughts on some of the stuff that I mentioned and some of the stuff that you saw happen. And thank you for revisiting this with me. I hope people watching this will realize how important it is to remember where a game started before it got to its final product. So everyone, thank you so much for revisiting. And I will see everyone in the next video or stream. Until then, happy gaming and God bless.